Zhao Dachun is an experienced feng shui master whose clients come to him with every kind of request. One day, a new visitor asks him to look into a mysterious case involving Li Na, the young wife of a wealthy businessman. The man froze to death with his mistress in a bathhouse, and now his brother is convinced that Li Na cursed his family. Zhao is startled to recognize the young woman as his former lover and takes it upon himself to defend her, even though an even more seasoned ritual master, Lin Goren, warns him to stay away. Peng Yusi is one of the immovable pillars of China's online film scene. Movies with his name on them were among the first big hits of digital distribution, and he's still hanging on today even as streaming films steadily lose their luster. Fortune Teller isn't his best work, but it's one of those projects that shows why audiences once loved him, and why his fans still tune in now. Peng began his online film career in supernatural comedies, playing a Taoist who dealt with ghosts and assorted spirits. China's censors quickly caught on and banned overt paranormal content. The genre didn't die, though. It morphed over time into straightforward detective stories in which seemingly supernatural happenings always turn out to have down-to-earth explanations. Fortune Teller fits that mold exactly. A movie where all kinds of strange, incredible things happen around the characters, but Zhao Dachun refuses to let superstition throw him off course and ultimately cracks the case through deduction and natural cunning. Why watch Fortune Teller? First, Peng Yusi is a solid actor who blends the charm of an everyman with the mystique of a ritual master. In the film, his character practices acupuncture and feng shui, areas the censors still leave alone, so the screen is filled with colorful, semi-mystical imagery, reminiscent of the Taoist films Hong Kong churned out in the 80s and 90s. Spells and rituals add a distinctive atmosphere. At the same time, Fortune Teller is a classic detective story with a professionally built mystery and some unexpected twists. It runs under 80 minutes, but in that time we chase a couple of red herrings before finally seeing the full picture, complete with clever reversals and ambiguous dramatic turns. As often happens, the ending makes you wonder whether anyone really needed such a convoluted scheme when things could have been solved much more simply. But that's a rhetorical question. The filmmakers went to the trouble for our entertainment. Usually movies of this kind are set in the past, both to sidestep censorship and to simplify the plot by removing modern technology. The makers of Fortune Teller put their story in the present day, though the script feels like it was written for the Republican-era setting. One example, the matchmakers who find partners for Zhao Dachun's clients use paper forms instead of dating apps. Either way, the choice gives the film a touch of freshness that lets Fortune Teller stand out, at least a little, from the sea of similar titles in this trend.